looking pretty today.
Thank you, Paul.
Mark Templeton must be coming over to see you.
Yes, sir. He's fetching me over a scuba suit. Gonna learn me to be a frog woman.
You two seem to be hitting it off pretty good.
Yes, sir. I like Mark a whole lot. I'm just sorry Granny don't like him.
Oh, she likes him all right. She just don't understand what he does. She ain't never heard of a Navy frogman before.
She keeps telling him to stay out of the water.
Well, like lots of old folks that ain't never learned to swim, Granny's scared of the water. She'll get over worrying about him.
Thanks for fetching me home, Miss Jane, and for sending me to that nice Dr. Klingler, too.
Well, he's a fine psychiatrist, Granny. If anyone can help you with your bad dreams, he can.
Oh, it's more than bad dreams. If only that Mark Templeton would stay out of the water. Every time he dunks himself, he turns into a frog.
Well, that's his career, Granny. He's a frogman in the Navy.
Why couldn't he be in the Army? Of course, then maybe he'd go underground and turn himself into a gopher man. I don't know.
Well, try not to let it worry you, Granny. But if you should have any more nightmares, don't hesitate to see Dr. Klingler.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Now listen, Mark. I'm gonna have Elly kiss you and turn you back into a man like she done before. But please, this time, stay out of the cement pond. I don't know whether that's a yes or a no. But it better be a yes. I'm too old for this kind of foolishness. Oh, Elly. Thank heavens we's alone. Have you missed Mark?
Sure have, Granny.
Would you like to see him again, tall and handsome and in his uniform?
Is he here?
He will be. He will be. Just take him out of the cage and kiss him.
Well, Granny, I don't want to do that.
Well, you gotta take him out of the cage, Elly, or he'll swell up and bust it.
Well, Granny, I feel silly kissing a frog.
Well, I won't watch. You take him outside and do it.
All right, I'll take him outside. I'm awful sorry Granny keeps hauling you around in this here cage. There. Now you can hop down to the cement pond, have yourself a swim.
Hi, Elly, eh?
Hi, Mark.
I brought you scuba gear.
Thank you.
Who's your friend?
Oh, that's Granny's pet frog. She named him Mark.
I guess I should be flattered, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, she's right fond of him, but she keeps wanting me to kiss him.
She must be hoping he'll turn into a prince. Like I said before, who needs competition?
Thank you for another miracle. I'll try and keep him out of the water this time, so I won't have to bother you no more. Oh, bless you, Elly, for doing as I told you. Oh, Mark, you look wonderful.
Well, thank you, Granny.
I'll go get into my swimming suit and meet you down by the cement pond.
Fine.
Wait a minute. What was that?
Mark's gonna learn me to swim underwater and be a frog woman.
Oh, no, Elly, don't go near the water, and don't let him get wet again, neither.
Oh, it's all right, Granny.
Really it is, Granny.
You stay out of this, frog boy. Elly, listen to me, dear. Stay away from the cement pond, both of you.
Don't get upset, Granny. Mark won't let nothing happen to me.
He can't even stop what happens to him.
What are you talking about?
You don't remember what happened down at the cement pond?
No.
You don't remember me pulling you out and taking you to the doctor?
No.
You don't remember him telling you to stay out of the water?
No.
See? His brain shrinks up with his body.
Granny, that ain't nice.
Nice, it's downright ugly.
I'll meet you down to the pond, Mark.
Okay,
No,
Elly.
Elly, please, I'm pleading with you. Don't, please.
Granny, there's no danger. You can come and watch.
I wouldn't watch that gruesome sight for nothing.
I'll see you at the pool.
Oh, no, you won't.
Granny, let go.
Granny, get off his back.
You ain't turning my only granddaughter into no frog woman.
What's going on in here?
Granny's jumped on Mark's back and won't get off.
Granny, get down from there. Stop riding that boy.
Not until he promises to stay out of the water.
He can't promise that.
Well, then get a rope. We'll tie him up.
I'll tie you up. Get off his back.
No!
Hey! Y'all playing horse and rider. Come on, Elly. Hop on my back and we'll joust him.
Jethro, we ain't playing. Now tote Granny up to her room and lock her in.
Hop on, Granny.
Stay away from me, you big boob.
Come on. All right, Jethro, tote her upstairs.
Now, let me go. Let me go, you big lunkhead. This whole family's gone crazy. Let me go. Help! What's going on in here? What is all this?
Elly is marrying Mark Templeton. This is Judge Marshall. He's going to perform the ceremony.
You can't do it, Judge. The groom is a frog man. When he gets wet, he turns frog.
Madam, please. The ceremony's about to begin. Here comes the best man.
Jethro, where's the groom?
We're running a little late. He wanted to take a shower.
Ooh, don't let him, Jethro. Please stop him from getting... Ah! It's too late. He got his head wet. Miss Jane, don't let him go through with this thing. Stop him, please. Dad, take a look at the groom. You can't let your daughter marry that thing.
Granny, please, this is a solemn occasion.
Solemn is pitiful.
We are gathered here to join this couple in wedlock. Who gives this woman to be married to this frog?
I do.
Mark Templeton, do you take this woman for your lawfully wedded wife? Elly May Clampett, do you take this frog to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Say no.
I do.
I now pronounce you frog and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yes, Elly, kiss him. Maybe it'll turn him back into a man. No. Oh, no.
Have a nice honeymoon, youngins.
No. 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 Stop him, somebody. Stop him. Jed. Help, Jed. Help.
What's the matter, Granny?
Jed, did Elly May and that frog man get married, Jed?
No.
Oh, praise be. You can't let this courtship go any further, Jed.
Now, Granny.
Do as I say or you're going to hear the pitter-patter of little wet feet.
Granny, you come over here and take another one of these tranquilizers and light up. Granny, come back here.
This sure is a pretty scuba suit, Mark.
Well, I thought you ought to have something a little fancier in our Navy gear.
These flippers sure is hard to walk in.
A little awkward on land, but they'll feel great in the water.
Granny, stay away from the young'un.
Elly, Mark, get your feet out of the water quick. Oh, no. Too late.
Granny, come away from there.
But, Jed, look what's happening.
That's none of your concern. Come on now.
Don't get nothing else wet, I'm begging you. It'll be gruesome.
Say, does it look like a serious romance between Elly May and that Navy lieutenant?
Does indeed.
You know, if he marries Elly May, he's going to come into $30 or $40 million.
That's He will.
Oh, I love that boy. He's just like my own son.
Chief, you threw him out of your office. He can't stand you. He despises you.
Yeah, I've got to get on his good side and fast. Think of something.
When it comes to devious, underhanded schemes, no one can give you advice.
Yes, I guess I am pretty hard to beat. Oh, I think I've got the germ of an idea.
I'm sure germ is the perfect word.
Careful, Hathaway. One of these days, you're going to push my sweet, generous nature too far.
You are about as sweet and generous as a hungry wolf.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh, it's you. You're wearing Navy fatigues.
Aye, aye, sir. I always wear them when I swab the deck. I mean, wash off the patio.
You're Navy?
Didn't you know? Oh, yes, I went through the whole thing. Pearl, Guadalcanal, Midway, Coral Sea, Philippines. I really saw the action.
How'd you get hurt?
Oh, is it noticeable? Well, it only bothers me when I'm around water.
Shell fragment?
Shark bite.
Your ship went down, huh?
3 of them.
You really did see some action.
Well, I don't like to talk about it. But it was pretty rough out there. As my skipper used to say to me, Spunky, he'd say, we can't quit. We're Navy.
Let me ask you something. When I first walked into your office, I was wearing my Navy uniform. You treated me like dirt.
Well, son, I'll level with you. For 5 long years, I took orders from officers. Kids not dry behind the ears. 90-day wonders barking at me. Swab that deck, sailor. Polish that gun, Mac. Tote that shell. Lift that hatch. When I saw you walking in wearing that officer's uniform, all came back to me. I just saw red.
I can understand that.
No hard feelings, sir?
Of course not. And don't call me sir.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, no, there's all frog but the head.
Aren't they a great couple? I'm responsible for that, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. All 3 of you can go frog together.
Did Granny sure enough push Mr. Drysdale in the cement pond?
I could drown the poor man.
I wish somebody would drown me so I don't have to see the monstrous trouble that's coming to this family. A bunch of frog brains, that's what you are.
Put her on the bed.
Put me down, you big lummox. Put me down.
Now, take another one of them tranquilizers and get some sleep.
I don't want to go to sleep. I'll have another horrible nightmare.
Well, stay in here and get some rest anyway. Now, Jethro, I want you to lock this door, stand guard, and don't open it. Can you understand that?
Of course I can. You're talking to a 6th grade educated brain.
Fine.
I'll just stay out here and read old Jim Owen's book. It's full of funny stuff.
Yeah, that might be just a thing to get Granny's mind off her troubles. Let me have that. Granny, I got something here that's going to cheer you up. Old Jim Owen from back home wrote a book, and it's a dandy. Old Jim says right here on the back page, if you're too busy to fish, you're too busy.
I don't want to hear nothing about fish, nor frogs, nor nothing that comes out of the water.
Well, now, here's a good one. You listen to this. A while back, a friend of mine had money trouble, and I helped him out. He says, I won't forget you, Jim. And he kept his word. He's in trouble again, and he just called me. Well, I reckon you're just not in the mood for funny stories. Well, have a good rest. Jethro,
What you want?
open the door.
I can't. I got orders to keep it locked.
I'm the one that give you the orders.
Yes, sir. And my 6th grade educated brain is hanging on to 'em.
Jethro, unlock the door and I'll feed you. Good boy.
Thank you. Did the book cheer her up?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Hey, I know something that might. Remember that frog she had in the cage she was so crazy about?
Yeah, she did seem right took with that thing.
Well, maybe I could find it and fetch it to her.
Worth a try.
I'll do her.
Found him, huh?
Found 2 of them down by the cement pond.
Fine. Now, if Granny's asleep, don't wake her.
Gotcha. Hey, Granny, what you doing?
Oh, Jethro, I spilled some water on the bed, and I'm hanging the sheets out to dry.
Oh, well, I found these 2 frogs swimming in the cement pond. Figured they might be good company for you.
Mark and Elly, why wouldn't you listen to me? If I told you once, I told you a dozen times to stay out of the water. Now look at you. Won't do you no good to kiss now. You're both frogs. Well, let's hope and pray that Dr. Klingner can help you. Sorry to bother you again, Doctor.
Not at all. I was hoping you'd come back.
You remember Mark Templeton, the lieutenant in the United States Navy?
Oh, of course. Hello again, Lieutenant.
The other one is my granddaughter, Elly May.
Oh, this is the girl you told me about, the one who's in love with Mark here.
Yes. She's a beautiful girl, Doctor.
They're a handsome couple.
They want to get married, but who's going to give them to a wedding?
Well, I wouldn't let that worry me. In their case, a marriage ceremony isn't really important.
Doctor, what are you suggesting?
Well, I mean, they're just...
I can't speak for him. He's a sailor. But my granddaughter was raised up proper. She's a decent church-going girl.
She goes to church.
Every Sunday. Back home, she used to sing in the choir.
Oh, well, that does shed a different light on the situation. We must observe the proprieties, the conventions.
You bet your cotton-picking pill bottle. Elly's gonna have a beautiful wedding with flower girls and everything.
Fine. Well, now, suppose you take them back home now and call me for a regular appointment.
There ain't no use for me to take them home. I've done all I can for them. Now it's up to you.
What exactly is up to me?
You've got to turn them 2 frogs into a handsome Navy lieutenant and a beautiful blonde girl.
Oh, that's going to take some doing.
Take your time. I'm leaving here. And when you've earned your fee, you have Miss Jane drive them home.
Miss Jane, that would be Miss Hathaway?
Yeah, she's the one that recommended you. Says you're the greatest there is.
Well,
All you gotta do now is prove it.
Get me Miss Hathaway, please. Dr. Freud, I've read everything you've ever written, but you never covered this one.
She told you what?
She said she was hanging the sheets out the window to dry. And she was right. They're as dry as a bone.
Boy, you are not to be believed.
Oh, but thank you.
Go out and find your granny.
I don't know where she is.
Go find her! Get moving!
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sure do thank you for the scuba lesson, Mark.
How about another one tomorrow?
Dandy. Oh, come in.
Hello, young lovers.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Hello, Miss Hathaway.
Well, Elly May, this time I brought you 2 frogs.
Oh, them poor critters. I sure do wish Granny'd stop putting them in cages.
Miss Jane's car. Maybe the doctor done it. Oh, Mark, you're all right. Oh, praise be. Oh, Elly, you're beautiful. Oh, young'uns, I'm so happy. Miss Jane, thank you. And thank Dr. Klingner for me, too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go up and lay down. I am dog-tired, plumb wrung out. But before I go, young'uns, promise me you'll never go near the water again.
But, Granny, we can't do that.
In fact, I'm giving Ellie another frog woman lesson in the morning.
No! now!
Granny!
Granny, get off!
Granny, you're riding that boy again. Get off of him. What you doing, boy?
Oh, Elly's fella said I could try on his frogman's outfit.
Oh, is Mark here?
Oh, not yet, but he's coming.
Well, don't let Granny see you wearing this stuff.
Hey, how come Granny's so dead set against Elly's fella being a frogman?
Granny's scared of the water. I remember back home, when the cricket rise, you couldn't get her to cross it for love nor money.
I recollect Ma saying that Granny wouldn't set foot outside the cabin in a heavy rain.
That's a fact. I remember one time the creek rose, cut Granny off from her still for a whole month.
Well, what'd she do?
Nothing she could do. Considering the fact we was having a flood, that was the longest dry spell Granny ever had.
Has she always been like that?
Long as I can remember. I wish I had a nickel for every time I heard that woman say,
If the good Lord had meant us to swim in the water, he'd have give us fins and gills. And I hope you explain that to Mark Templeton.
But Granny, Mark can't stay out of the water. It's his job. He's a Navy frogman.
Then get him to quit.
But we both likes the water.
Darling, it ain't natural for humans.
It's fun, Granny. Even Jethro wants to be a frogman.
Oh, no. If Jethro turns into a frogman, his ma will kill me.
Well, Jethro's done said that's what he wants to do.
Well, him I can handle. I'll just cut off his victuals.
Speaking of victuals, Mark says there's more food in the ocean than any other place.
Oh, so that's why Jethro wants to be a frogman.
Mark says there's enough food in the ocean to feed the whole world for hundreds of years.
Not after Jethro's been there for a couple of days.
Elly Mae,
In the kitchen, Pa.
Mark's here.
Morning, Elly. Granny.
Howdy, Mark.
Good morning, young fella. Now, Elliot, would you and your pa mind running on for a minute? I got a few things I want to say to Mark.
Oh, yes, Granny.
Now, Mark, something you want, Jed?
Yeah, I want to hear what you're going to say to Mark.
Oh, well, I was just going to tell him how much he resembled John Wayne. He's a cowboy actor, you know.
Yes, I know.
You ever think of being a cowboy?
No, I never have.
Oh, you'd sit tall in the saddle just like John. Up there where it's nice and dry.
I'm afraid I'm not much of a horseman.
Well, it's better than being a frogman.
I was afraid that was coming. Now, Granny, you're just going to have to get used to the notion that Mark likes it, Elly is took with it, and Jethro is in a cement pond right now learning how to be a frogman.
He's in the water already?
Yes?
Oh, I gotta save him! He's Pearl's baby!
Who's Pearl?
Jethro's ma. And the only woman I know who is as scared of water as Granny.
Hello, Froggy. You can have the cement pond all to yourself. This rubber suit is hot. Once you get out of the water. Hey, there's some bugs down at the deep end.
Please don't let it be too late for Pearl's sake. Amen. Jethro, are you in there, honey boy? Speak to me. Oh, no. I didn't make it. I'm sorry, Pearl. I've done my best. But you'll be happy to know that he's alive and well and eating as usual. Come on over here, Jethro. Come on, boy. I'll try and get a pretty girl to kiss you. And if that don't work, I'll have to take you to that psychiatrist. Come on, boy. Come on over here. Stop eating them bugs and listen to me. I'm sorry to keep bothering you all the time, Doctor.
Not at all. That's what I'm here for.
None of the girls in the secretarial pool would help me. So now you're my only hope.
Well, I'm glad to know you have faith in me.
Oh, I do. You work wonders with Mark and Elly.
Oh, yes, they're the frogs you brought in yesterday. Lovely couple.
Thanks to you.
Did they get married?
Not yet. We can't keep them out of the water long enough to have a wedding.
Still hoping for a formal wedding, are you?
Oh, sure. Jethro here is going to be the best man.
Oh, this is Jethro.
Yeah. He's Elly's cousin, Pearl's boy.
Well, how nice. Well, now, what can I do to help you today?
You can tell Jethro here to stay out of the water. He won't listen to me.
Jethro, stay out of the water, please. For Granny's sake.
And for his mama's sake. Pearl is scared to death of water.
His mother is scared of water?
Won't go near it.
Well, that's very unusual. She's aquatic.
No, she's a Bodine. I don't recollect aquatics. Anyway, Pearl married Fred Bodine, handsome rascal. He come up from Branson, swept Pearl right off of her feet. Poor fella drowned, though.
He drowned?
When Jethro was still a baby. I think that's why Pearl is so scared of water. His paw drowning that way.
Why, don't believe I've ever heard of one of them drowning.
Far as I know, he's the only Bodine who ever did. He was out in a boat with Jim Owen, and it turned over.
And he couldn't swim to shore?
No. The water in Lake Taney-Como is just icy cold. Old Jim died for him time after time. They finally pulled him out unconscious.
Well, old Jim certainly tried his best.
You know Jim, do you?
Not personally, no.
He just wrote a book.
Oh, about the tragedy.
No, it's a book of jokes and funny stories.
Well, he certainly got over it, didn't he?
Well, time is the great healer, as us doctors know.
You're a doctor?
Oh, yeah.
Are you an MD?
That's right. Mountain doctor. I just wish I was good enough to cure Jethro. But you're the only one that can do that. So, I'll leave him with you.
Well, now, just exactly what am I supposed to do for Jethro?
Turn him back the way he was, like you done for Mark and Elly. You work wonders with them. Elly's beautiful and Mark's handsome as can be.
Oh, and you want me to make Jethro here handsome?
No, I'll settle for having him the way he was.
You rang, Chief?
I've been ringing for 20 minutes. Where have you been?
I took the girls in the secretarial pool out for a coffee break. They've been through quite an ordeal.
What happened?
Well, it seems Granny took that frog of hers in and insisted they kiss the loathsome creature.
Well, did they?
Well, of course not.
They're fired.
What?
Miss Hathaway, that family has $95 million in this bank. And if they want something kissed, it gets kissed.
But, Chief, a frog!
Frog, hog, dog. I demand loyalty and intelligence.
What is intelligent about...
Is Granny here with that frog she wants kissed?
No. Have you tried the secretarial pool?
Yeah. They wouldn't kiss me neither.
Mr. Drysdale's office. Oh, yes, Dr. Klingner. She did. Yes, well, I'll take care of it right away. Jethro, Dr. Klingner on the next floor has Granny's frog. Will you pick it up, please, and take it home?
You mean I ain't gonna get kissed?
Go see Dr. Klingner.
I ain't gonna kiss him. All right, Froggy. Hop around to the cement pond and have yourself another swim. You're commencing to look dried out.
Hello, Jed.
Hey, you look all bush. What's the matter?
I am. That's a long walk from the bank. Even if you cut across, you gotta jump walls and climb fences.
How come you didn't let Jethro drive you?
Jed, that boy is in no shape to drive.
Why not?
Don't ask me. I might have to tell Pearl. And it's not the kind of thing you want to say twice.
Now you got me plumb curious. Couldn't you just...
Cage, Granny.
You're back, honey boy. Oh, let me look at you. Turn around. Oh, you're all right. Jeddy's all right. Tell him he's all right, Jed.
You're all right, boy.
Oh, you're beautiful, darling. Tell him he's beautiful, Jed.
You're all right, boy.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you, darling. Pearl, sweet baby boy. Oh, Jethro, I love you. Tell him you love him, Jed.
You're all right, boy.
Oh, my baby. Oh, I could hug you. Hug him, Jed.
I'm sticking with your all right, boy.
Hey, Granny, I'm awful hungry. Can I have some victuals?
Come and sit down, darling. Granny will fix you some delicious victuals for that sweet little rosebud mouth. Look at your sweet little rosebud mouth, Jed.
It's getting sickening. See you later. Well, youngest, how you doing?
Just fine, Paul. This scuba diving's fun. You ought to try.
That's an idea, Miss Clampett. I think my girl fits you.
I believe I'll pass on that.
Well, you're a good swimmer.
Well, yeah, but I ain't up to that underwater stuff.
I'll teach you. It's easy.
Come on, Paul, try.
No, darling, I'm a little over the hill for this kind of thing.
A lot of people your age scuba dive.
Sure now?
I know a man got to be 20 years older than you are. Dives there every day.
Is that a fact?
Come on, Paul, be a sport.
Well, I guess it wouldn't do no harm to give it a try.
That's the spirit.
You'll like it.
How would you like some salted down possum shanks instead of chicken?
Fine with me.
I just happen to have a jar of them over here in the cupboard. I was saving them for a special occasion. And you're it, honey boy.
Jethro, can Paul borrow your swimming trunks?
Sure, Elly. He's up in my room.
Ellie Mae, what does your Paul want with swimming trunks?
Mark's gonna learn him to be a frogman.
Oh, no. Not him, too.
Jethro, did Ellie come through here?
Yes, sir. She's fetching my swim trunks for you.
Well, I don't want her to say nothing to Granny about me being a frogman. But I'm going to give it a try.
Oh, no, you ain't.
Granny, get off!
You ain't gonna be no frogman. You're the last one I got left.
Jethro, get this wildcat off my back.
Okay, Uncle Jed. Quick as I finish these victuals.
Get her off now.
Here's the swimming trunks, Paul.
We'd best keep them out of sight, Ellie. Your granny's having a conniption fit.
Put me down, you lop-eared jackass.
But, Granny, you said I was your honey boy. You said I was beautiful. You said I had a rosebud mouth.
If I could get a swing at you, you'd have a rosebud nose.
Take her up to her room, Jethro.
Ellie, don't let your Paul become a frogman. I'm begging you.
But he wants to, Granny.
Then get a gun and shoot me. I don't want to live with a family of frogs.
Take her on up, Jethro. We'll give her one of them tranquilizers.
Give me gas. Hang me. Polax me. Please, somebody in my suffering.
You go on down to the cement pond, Ellie. Quick as we get Granny quiet, I'll join you.
Yes, sir, Paul.
Granny, I'll put you on your bed so you can have a little nap.
Don't bother. Just throw me in my cedar chest, nail the lid down, and bury me 6 feet deep.
Okay.
What are you doing, boy?
Oh, Granny wants to be buried in her cedar chest. Hey, you nail down the lid, I'll go dig a hole.
Take her out of there.
But you always told me to obey Granny.
Take her out there and put her on the bed.
Golly.
Don't bother, Jethro. Just throw me out the window.
What are you doing now?
Well, Granny wants to get thrown out the window. Would you please open it for me?
Bring her back here like I said.
You tell me to do one thing, she tells me to do another. I don't know who to listen to.
Listen to me. Put her on the bed. You, Granny, swallow this.
Is it poison?
Of course not.
Then I don't want it.
I know where there's some poison.
Boy, wait out in the hall.
Oh, you try to please everybody, and all you get is yelled at. You say this, I say that. I don't know who to listen to. You tell me.
Hey, take one of these tranquilizers, Granny.
Well, if I do, will you promise to stay out of the water?
No, I won't.
Well, I'm warning you. Jethro will eat your legs.
Maybe you better take 2 of these.
Now, you run along, Jed. I'll be just fine.
That's good. Just rest.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, Jed. I'll just rest.
That's my Granny.
You're a dear, sweet man, Jed. I love you.
I love you too, Granny. behind the window and nail it shut.
You're a mean man, Jed. And you're gonna be a mean frog.
That was wonderful, Mr. Clampett.
Did you say something?
You were great. Just great.
Thank you.
How'd you like it, Pa?
It's fun, just like you said.
Father's just like you and Jethro. Natural. Now, we can only convince Granny.
Forget it. Oh, did you unlock Granny's door?
Yes, sir, Pa.
How is she?
Well, she's just laying on her bed muttering to herself about how she'd have to go see Dr. Klingner again.
Where you going, Granny?
Down to the cement pond and get the latest frog.
Oh, did you change your mind? Gonna cook his legs for me?
Cannibal.
Excuse me, young'uns, I'll get Shed of this outfit.
Who's Dr. Klingner?
He's a psychiatrist Granny's seeing.
Good. Maybe he can cure aquaphobia.
Or what?
Fear of water.
Oh, I sure do hope so. Granny's pet frog.
Is that the one she named Mark?
I don't know. I can't tell them apart.
She seems to be able to. Hi, Granny.
Howdy.
Would you like a ride down to Dr. Klingner's office?
I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Where's your paw?
He's changing.
He's changed. Come on over here, Jed.
That's a different one.
I'm glad I'm not the only one she names frogs after.
Come on, Jed. Swim over here and get in your cage. We got to ride down to Dr. Klingner's office. I hate to keep pestering you, Doctor, but you've done such a good job on Jethro.
Yes, he does seem to look happy.
Oh, this ain't Jethro. This is his uncle, Jed Clampett.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Clampett.
Don't apologize to him. He brought it on himself. I begged him. I pleaded with him. He wouldn't listen. You'd think he'd know better at his age.
Just how old is he?
He's in his 50s.
Really? I didn't know they lived that long.
Oh, yeah. His grandpa lived to be over 100.
Fantastic. Then, of course, many of the amphibious families do have a remarkable lifespan. For example, the terrapins.
I don't believe I know that family. Is they friends of the aquatics?
Yes, they're related.
Oh. Well, I hope the terrapins ain't having the trouble with their kinfolks that I'm having with mine. Especially him. I'm ashamed to admit that he's my son-in-law.
This one is your son-in-law.
Yeah, he's Elly's pa.
Oh, Pearl's cousin, the one Jethro calls Uncle Jed.
That's right. And I'm Granny to all of them.
Yes. Well, now, what seems to be Jed's problem?
His problem is that he's a frog.
Yes, he definitely is a frog.
And it's so stupid. He's got everything.
What do you mean?
He's worth $95 million.
He is?
Owns a mansion in Beverly Hills. But is he content to stay in it? No, not him. He's got to jump in the cement pond like the rest of his family.
Well, they're just naturally drawn to water.
That's the truth. And I'm getting sick of it. Well, I'll leave him with you, and I hope you can do for him what you done for Jethro.
I'm sure I can.
Bless you, Doctor. I ain't going to ask you how you do it. You got your professional secrets, and I got mine.
Right, Doctor.
My specialties is poultice and ricins and easing rheumatiz.
Excellent fields.
If you ever gets to aching in the joints, I got some rheumatiz medicine that's out of this world.
Will it actually cure rheumatism?
No, but it'll make you happy you got it.
Greetings, Mr. Clampett.
Howdy, Miss Jane. Come on in.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett. I'm afraid I haven't time. Dr. Klingner asked me to return Granny's frog. She left it in his office again.
Funny how that woman has took a fondness to these little critters.
Apparently. Well, au revoir.
Oh, thank you.
you little mutt.
Here's your cage back, Granny.
Glory, hallelujah, Dr. Klinger done it again.
That's right.
Do you have a craving to eat bugs, Jed?
Of course not.
Good. Take off your shoes and I'll check your feet.
No more of this for you, Granny. You've had plenty.
The Ballad of Jed Clampett and the Tale of the Frogman. Listen to a story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer who barely kept his family fed. Then one day, he was shooting at some food, and up from the ground came a bubbling crude oil, that is black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed is a millionaire. The kinfolk said, "Jed, move away from there." They said, "California is the place you ought to be." So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is swimming pools, movie stars. The Beverly Hillbillies. A strange new hobby. Jed Clampett stood on the grand patio of their mansion, looking out at the sprawling grounds. He spotted his daughter and greeted her warmly. "Hey, doggies, are you not looking pretty today?" Elly Mae smiled back at her father. "Thank you, Paul. Mark Templeman must be coming over to see you," Jed observed. "Yes, sir. He is fetching me over a scuba suit," Elly Mae replied with excitement. "He is going to learn me to be a frog woman." Jed nodded, seeing how happy his daughter was. "You two seem to be hitting it off pretty good." Elly Mae blushed slightly. "Yes, sir, I like Mark a whole lot. I am just sorry Granny does not like him." Jed chuckled softly. "Oh, she likes him all right. She just does not understand what he does. She has never heard of a Navy frogman before. She keeps telling him to stay out of the water. Well, like lots of old folks that have never learned to swim, Granny is scared of the water. She will get over worrying about him. The nightmare of the frogman. Meanwhile, Miss Jane Hathaway was dropping Granny off at the mansion. "Thanks for fetching me home, Miss Jane, and for sending me to that nice Dr. Klingler, too." Jane smiled professionally. "Well, he is a fine psychiatrist, Granny. If anyone can help you with your bad dreams, he can." Granny shook her head stubbornly. "Oh, it is more than bad dreams. If only that Mark Templeton would stay out of the water. Every time he dunks himself, he turns into a frog." Jane tried to explain calmly. "That is his career, Granny. He is a frogman in the Navy." Granny was not convinced. Why could he not be in the army? Of course, then maybe he would go underground and turn himself into a gopher man. "I do not know." Jane sighed. "Well, try not to let it worry you, Granny. But if you should have any more nightmares, do not hesitate to see Dr. Klingler." Granny thanked her and watched her drive away. The magic kiss. Granny hurried inside, carrying a small cage. She spoke to the frog inside, as if it were a person. "Now listen, Mark. I'm going to have Elly kiss you and turn you back into a man like she done before. But please, this time, stay out of the cement pond." The frog just blinked. Granny grumbled to herself. "I do not know whether that is a yes or a no. But it better be a yes. I am too old for this kind of stuff. I am too old for this kind of foolishness." She found Elly Mae alone. "Oh, Elly. Thank heavens we are alone. Have you missed Mark?" Elly Mae looked surprised. "Sure have, Granny. Would you like to see him again, tall and handsome and in his uniform?" Granny asked. Elly Mae looked around. "Is he here?" "He will be," Granny promised. "Just take him out of the cage and kiss him." Elly Mae looked at the small green creature. "Well, Granny, I do not want to do that. You have got to take him out of the cage, Elly, or he will swell up and bust it." Elly Mae hesitated. "Granny, I feel silly kissing a frog." Granny turned her back. "Well, I will not watch. You take him outside, and do it." A case of mistaken identity. Elly Mae took the cage outside to the garden. "I am awful sorry Granny keeps hauling you around in this here cage," she whispered to the frog. She opened the door. "Now you can hop down to the cement pond and have yourself a swim." Just then, The Real Mark Templeton walked up. "Hi, Elly." "Hi, Mark," she greeted him. "I brought your scuba gear." Elly May thanked him, then Mark noticed the frog hopping away. "Who is your friend?" "Oh, that is Granny's pet frog," Elly May explained. She named him Mark. Mark looked at the frog, then back at Elly May. "I guess I should be flattered, but I am not so sure." Elly May giggled. "Oh, she is right fond of him, but she keeps wanting me to kiss him. She must be hoping he will turn into a prince." Mark smiled. "Like I said before, who needs competition?" The miracle in the garden. Granny came out just in time to see Mark standing where the frog had been. She looked at the empty cage, and then at the handsome sailor. "Thank you for another miracle," she whispered. "I will try and keep him out of the water this time, so I will not have to bother you no more." "Oh, bless you, Elly, for doing as I told you." "Oh, Mark, you look wonderful." Mark, unaware of Granny's delusions, smiled politely. "Well, thank you, Granny. I will go get into my swimming suit and meet you down by the cement pond." Granny froze. "Wait a minute. What was that?" Elly May chimed in. "Mark is going to learn me to swim underwater and be a frog woman." Granny's eyes went wide. "Oh no, Elly. Do not go near the water. And do not let him get wet again either." "It is all right, Granny," Mark said, trying to be helpful. "Really, it is Granny." Granny snapped at him. "You stay out of this, frog boy." "Elly, listen to me, dear. Stay away from the cement pond, both of you." Elly May tried to calm her. "Do not get upset, Granny. Mark will not let nothing happen to me." "He cannot even stop what happens to him," Granny argued.
"What are you talking about?"
Mark asked, confused. Granny pointed a finger. "You do not remember what happened down at the cement pond?" "No," Mark replied. "You do not remember me pulling you out and taking you to the doctor?"
"No."
You do not remember him telling you to stay out of the water?"
"No."
Granny turned to Elly May.
"See?
His brain shrinks up with his body." Elly May frowned. "Granny, that is not nice." Granny huffed. "Nice is downright ugly." "I will meet you down to the pond, Mark." Mark nodded. "Okay, Elly." The struggle on the patio. Granny was desperate. "No, Elly, please. I am pleading with you. Do not, please." Mark tried to reassure her. "Granny, there is no danger. You can come and watch." "I would not watch that gruesome sight for nothing," she shouted. "I will see you at the pool." "Oh, no, you won't." Granny suddenly lunged forward and jumped onto Mark's back. "Granny, let go." Mark yelled, staggering under her weight. "Granny, get off his back." Elly May cried. "You are not turning my only granddaughter into no frog woman." Granny screamed. Jed walked out and stared in disbelief. "What is going on in here?" Elly May pointed. "Granny has jumped on Mark's back and will not get off." Jed stepped forward. "Granny, get down from there. Stop riding that boy." "Not until he promises to stay out of the water," she insisted. Mark gasped for air. "He cannot promise that." Granny shouted. "When I let him get a rope, we will tie him up." Jed grabbed her arms. "I will tie you up. Get off his back."
"No."
Jethro to the rescue. Jethro walked in, looking confused. "Hey, are you all playing horse and rider?"
"Come on, Elly.
"Hop on my back, and we will joust him." Jed looked at his nephew. "Jethro, we're not playing. Now, tote Granny up to her room and lock her in." Jethro grinned. "Hop on, Granny." She pushed him away. "Stay away from me, you big boob," Jed commanded. "All right, Jethro. Tote her upstairs." Jethro scooped her up as she kicked and screamed. "Now, let me go. Let me go, you big lug head. This whole family has gone crazy. Let me go." The nightmare wedding. Later that night, Granny fell into a deep, feverish sleep. In her dream, she saw a terrifying scene. She was in the mansion, but everything felt cold. Jed was there. "What is going on in here? What is all this?" Jed looked solemn. "Elly is marrying Mark Templeton. This is Judge Marshall. He is going to perform the ceremony." Granny screamed in her dream. "You cannot do it, Judge. The groom is a frogman. When he gets wet, he turns frog." The judge looked at her sternly. "Madam, please. The ceremony is about to begin. Here comes the best man." Jethro walked in. Jethro, where's the groom? Granny asked. Running a little late, Jethro replied. He wanted to take a shower. Do not let him, Jethro, Granny begged. Please stop him. It is too late, Jethro said. He got his head wet. Granny turned to Jane. Christine, do not let him go through with this thing. Stop him, please. Jane pointed. Dad, take a look at the groom.
You cannot let your daughter marry that thing.
Jed sighed. Granny, please. This is a solemn occasion. Granny cried. Solemn is pitiful. The judge began. We are gathered here to join this couple in wedlock. Who gives this woman to be married to this frog? Jed stepped forward. I do. Mark Templeton, do you take this woman for your lawfully wedded wife? Elly May Clampett, do you take this frog to be your lawfully wedded husband? Granny screamed. Say no. But in the dream, they both said, I do. The judge declared, I now pronounce you frog and wife. You may kiss the bride. Jed smiled. Yes, Elly, kiss him. Maybe it will turn him back into a man. Granny watched in horror as they kissed and turned into frogs.
No.
Oh, no. Have a nice honeymoon, young one, Jed said. Granny screamed and screamed.
No. 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 Stop him, somebody. Stop him.
Dad. Help, Dad. Help. Awakening to reality. Granny bolted upright in bed, gasping for air. Jed was standing over her. What is the matter, Granny? Did Elly May and that frogman get married yet? She asked, trembling. No, Jed said calmly. Oh, praise be, she whispered. You cannot let this courtship go any further, Jed. Now, Granny, Jed said, trying to soothe her. Do as I say, or you are going to hear the pitter-patter of little wet feet. Come over here and take another one of these tranquilizers and light up. Granny huffed and walked away. Granny, come back here. The scuba lessons continue. Down by the pool, Elly May was admiring her new gear. This sure is a pretty scuba suit, Mark. Mark smiled. Well, I thought you ought to have something a little fancier than our Navy gear. Elly May tried to walk. These flippers sure are hard to walk in. They are a little awkward on land, but they will feel great in water, Mark assured her. Granny appeared on the balcony, shouting, Granny, stay away from the young one. Jed called out, Elly, Mark, get your feet out of the water quick. Granny yelled, Oh no. Too late. Jed tried to pull her back. Granny, come away from there. But, Jed, look what is happening. That is none of your concern, Jed said firmly.
Come on, now.
Do not get nothing else wet. I am begging you. It will be gruesome. Drysdale's scheme. In the bank, Mr. Drysdale was talking to Miss Jane. Say, does it look like a serious romance between Elly May and that Navy lieutenant? It does, indeed, Jane replied. Drysdale's eyes turned into dollar signs. You know, if he marries Elly May, he's going to come in at $30 or $40 million.
He will?
Oh, I love that boy. He is just like my own son. Jane rolled her eyes. Chief, you throw him out of your office. He cannot stand you. He despises you. Drysdale ignored her. Yeah, I've got to get on his good side, and fast. Think of something. When it comes to devious, underhanded schemes, no one can give you advice, Jane remarked dryly. Drysdale smirked. Yes, I guess I am pretty hard to beat. I think I have got the germ of an idea. I am sure germ is the perfect word, Jane muttered. Drysdale glared. Careful, Hathaway. One of these days, you are going to push my sweet, generous nature too far. Jane did not flinch. You are about as sweet and generous as a hungry wolf. The sailor's tale. Drysdale approached Mark later that day, wearing a strange outfit. Hello, Lieutenant. Mark looked at him. Oh, it is you. You are wearing Navy fatigues. Aye, sir, Drysdale said with a mock salute. I always wear them when I swab the deck. I mean, wash off the patio. You are in the Navy? Mark asked. Didn't you know? Oh, yes, I went through the whole thing, Drysdale lied. Pearl, Guadalcanal, Midway, Coral Sea, Philippines.
Oh, I really saw the action.
How did you get hurt? Mark asked, noticing Drysdale's slight limp. Oh, is it noticeable? Well, It only bothers me when I am around water. Shell fragment? Mark guessed. Shark bite, Drysdale said dramatically. Your ship went down, huh? 3 of them, Drysdale boasted. Mark was impressed. You really did see some action. Well, I do not like to talk about it, Drysdale said, acting humble. But it was pretty rough out there. As my skipper used to say to me, Spunky, he would say, we cannot quit. We are Navy. Well, let me ask you something, Mark said. When I first walked into your office, I was wearing my Navy uniform. You treated me like dirt. Drysdale sighed. Well, son, I will level with you. For 5 long years, I took orders from officers. Kids not dry behind the ears. 90-day wonders barking at me. Swab that deck, sailor. Polish that gun, Mac. Tote that shell. Lift that hatch. When I saw you walking and wearing that officer's uniform, it all came back to me. I just saw red. Mark nodded. I can understand that. No hard feelings, sir? Of course not, Drysdale said. And do not call me sir. Thanks, mate, Mark replied. The return of the frogs. As they talked, Granny watched from a distance. Oh, no. There is old Frog but the head. Aren't they a great couple? Drysdale asked her. I am responsible for that, you know. Granny growled. Yeah, I am glad you reminded me. All 3 of you can go frog together. Jed came over. Can Granny sure enough push Mr. Drysdale in the semen pond? Jethro asked. I could drown the poor man, Granny muttered. I wish somebody would drown me, so I do not have to see the monstrous tumble that is coming to this family. A bunch of frog brains, that is what you are. Keeping Granny calm. Jed looked at Jethro. Put her on the bed. Jethro grabbed her. Put me down, you big lummox. Put me down. Jed sighed. Now take another one of them tranquilizers and get some sleep. I do not want to go to sleep, she cried. I will have another horrible nightmare. Well, stay in here and get some rest anyway. Now, Jethro, I want you to lock this door, stay on guard, and do not open it. Can you understand that? Of course I can, Jethro said proudly. Hey, you are talking to a 6th grade educated brain. Fine, Jed said. Why don't you stay out here and read old Jim Owen's book? It is full of funny stuff. That might be just the thing to get Granny's mind off her troubles. Let me have that. Jethro went into the room. Granny, I got something here that is going to cheer you up. Old Jim Owen from back home wrote a book, and it is a dandy. Old Jim says right here on the back page, if you are too busy to fish, you are too busy. Granny groaned. I do not want to hear nothing about fish, nor frogs, nor nothing that comes out of the water. Well, now, here is a good one, Jethro continued. A while back, a friend of mine had money trouble, and I helped him out. He says, I will not forget you, Jim, and he kept his word. He is in trouble again, and he just called me. Granny stared at the ceiling. Well, I reckon you are just not in the mood for funny stories. Well, have a good rest. Jethro walked out and locked the door. Jethro's mistake. A few minutes later, Jed came back. Jethro, what you want? Open the door. I cannot, Jethro said. I got orders to keep it locked. I am the one that give you the orders, Jed said. Yes, sir, and my 6th grade educated brain is hanging on to them. Jed sighed. Jethro, unlock the door, and I will feed you. Good boy, Jethro said, opening it. Thank you. Did the book cheer her up? Jed asked. Oh, I am afraid not. Hey, I know something that might, Jethro suggested. Remember that frog she had in the cage she was so crazy about? Yeah, she did seem right tickled, that thing, Jed remembered. Well, maybe I could find it and fetch it to her. Worth a try, Jed said. I will do her. The 2 frogs. Jethro came back later with 2 frogs. Found them, huh? Jed asked. Found 2 of them down by the cement pond. Fine, Jed said. Now, if Granny is asleep, do not wake her. Gotcha. Jethro crept into the room. Hey, Granny, what you doing? Oh, Jethro, I spilled some water on the bed, and I am hanging the sheets out to dry. Oh. Well, I found these 2 frogs swimming in the cement pond. Figured they might be good company for you. Granny looked at the frogs in horror. Mark and Elly, why would you not listen to me? If I told you once, I told you a dozen times to stay out of the water. Now look at you. It will not do no good to kiss now. You are both frogs. Well, let us hope and pray that Dr. Klingler can help you. Back to the psychiatrist. Granny rushed back to the doctor's office with the two frogs. Sorry to bother you. Dr. Klingler looked up. Oh, I was hoping you would come back. You remember Mark Templeton, the lieutenant in the United States Navy? Oh, of course, the doctor said. Hello again, Lieutenant. The other one is my granddaughter, Elly May, Granny introduced. Oh, this is the girl you told me about, the one who is in love with Mark here. Yes. She is a beautiful girl, Doctor. They are a handsome couple. They want to get married, but who is going to give them to a wedding? Well, I would not let that worry me, the doctor said gently. In their case, a marriage ceremony is not really important. Granny gasped. Doctor, what are you suggesting? Well, I mean, they're just... The doctor trailed off. I cannot speak for him, Granny said. He is a sailor. But my granddaughter was raised up proper. She is a decent church-going girl. She goes to church every Sunday. Back home, she used to sing in the choir. Oh, well, that does shed a different light on the situation, the doctor said, playing along. We must observe the proprieties, the conventions. Granny nodded vigorously. You bet your cotton-picking pill bottle. Elly is going to have a beautiful wedding with flower girls and everything. Fine, the doctor said. Now, suppose you take them back home now and call me for a regular appointment. There is no use for me to take them home. I have done all I can for them. Now it is up to you. What exactly is up to me? The doctor asked. You've got to turn them two frogs into a handsome Navy lieutenant and a beautiful blonde girl. Oh, that is going to take some doing, the doctor admitted. Take your time, Granny said. I am leaving here. And when you have earned your fee, you have Mississippi Jane drive them home. Miss Jane? That would be Miss Hathaway? Yeah. She is the one that recommended you. Says you are the greatest there is. Well, the doctor stuttered. All you've got to do now is prove it, Granny said, and walked out. The doctor picked up the phone. Get me Miss Hathaway, please. Dr. Freud, I have read everything you have ever written, but you never covered this one. The return home. Back at the mansion, Jed was talking to Jethro. She told you what? She said she was hanging the sheets out the window to dry. But she was right. They was dry as a bone. Jed shook his head. Boy, you are not to be believed. Oh, but thank you. Go out and find your granny. I do not know where she is. Go find her. Get moving. Yes, sir. Elly May and Mark were by the pool. Sure do thank you for the scuba lesson, Mark. How about another one tomorrow? Mark smiled. Oh, come here. Miss Jane pulled up in her car. Hello, young lovers. Howdy, Miss Jane. Hello, Miss Hathaway. Well, Elly May, this time I brought you two frogs. Elly May took them. Oh, them poor critters. I sure do wish Granny stopped putting them in cages. Granny walked out and saw them. Miss Jane's car. Maybe the doctor done it. She looked at Mark. Oh, Mark. You are all right. Oh, praise be. Oh, Elly, you are beautiful. Oh, young ones, I am so happy. Miss Jane, thank you. And thank Dr. Klingler for me, too. Now, if you will excuse me, I've got to go up and lay down. I am dog-tired, Plum rung out. But before I go, young ones, promise me you will never go near the water again. But, Granny, we cannot do that, Mark said. In fact, I am giving Elly another frog-woman lesson in the morning. Granny screamed. No. She lunged at Mark again. Granny, get off. Jed ran out. Granny, you are riding that boy again. Get off of him. Final thoughts. And so, life continued at the Clampett estate. Whether it was oil, gold, or the strange case of the frogman, there was never a dull moment in Beverly Hills. Through it all, the family stayed together, proving that you can take the people out of the mountains, but you can never take the mountains out of the people. The story ends as it began, with laughter, love, and a little bit of confusion, but always with a happy heart. The legend of Jed and the extraordinary transformation. This is the story of a man named Jed, a humble mountaineer who lived a simple life in the hills. For many years, Jed struggled to keep his family fed, hunting for whatever food the land would provide. One day, while he was out shooting at some game, something incredible happened. From deep within the earth, a bubbling crude began to rise. It was oil, often called black gold or Texas tea. Before anyone could realize what was happening, old Jed had become a millionaire. His kinfolk, seeing this sudden change in fortune, told him it was time to move away from the hills. They suggested that California was the place he ought to be. So, the family loaded up their truck and moved to the famous neighborhood of Beverly Hills, a land filled with swimming pools and movie stars. They were the Beverly Hillbillies, starting a brand new chapter of their lives in the sunshine. A morning at the mansion. One beautiful morning at the new estate, the family was enjoying the fresh air. Jed looked at the dogs and remarked on how pretty they looked. Paul, a friend of the family, was there to help. Mark Templeton, a handsome young man, was scheduled to visit. Mark was coming over to see Elly Mae, Jed's daughter, and he was bringing something special, a scuba suit. Elly Mae was excited. She told her father that Mark was going to teach her how to be a frog woman. Jed noticed that the two young people were hitting it off quite well, and Elly Mae admitted she liked Mark a whole lot. However, there was one small problem. Granny did not share her enthusiasm. Granny did not quite understand what Mark did for a living. She had never heard of a Navy frogman before. Every time she saw him, she told him to stay out of the water. Like many older folks who had never learned to swim, Granny was truly scared of the water. Jed hoped she would eventually get over her worrying. The mystery of the doctor. Miss Jane, a loyal friend to the family, drove Granny home one afternoon. Granny thanked her for the ride and for sending her to see Dr. Klingler. Miss Jane explained that he was a fine psychiatrist, and if anyone could help Granny with her bad dreams, he was the one. Granny insisted it was more than just bad dreams. She was deeply concerned about Mark Templeton. She believed that every time he dunked himself in the water, he turned into an actual frog. Miss Jane tried to explain that it was just his career as a frogman in the Navy, but Granny wondered why he couldn't have joined the army instead. She feared he might go underground and turn into a gopher man. Miss Jane encouraged Granny not to let it worry her, but she reminded her to see Dr. Klingler again if the nightmares persisted. The frog in the cage. Later that day, Granny was alone with a small frog kept in a cage. She spoke to it as if it were Mark. She told the frog that she was going to have Elly Mae kiss it to turn it back into a man. She pleaded with the creature to stay out of the cement pond this time. Granny felt she was getting too old for this kind of foolishness. When Elly Mae arrived, Granny was relieved to see her. She asked Elly if she missed Mark and if she would like to see him tall and handsome in his uniform again. Granny instructed Elly to take the frog out of the cage and kiss it. Elly felt silly kissing a frog, but Granny insisted, even promising not to watch. Elly Mae took the cage outside. She felt sorry for the little creature being hauled around. She told the frog it could hop down to the cement pond for a swim. Just then, the Real Mark Templeton arrived with the scuba gear. Mark asked about the frog in the cage. Elly explained it was Granny's pet frog, whom she had named Mark. Mark felt a bit confused by the name, but didn't think too much of it. Elly mentioned that Granny wanted her to kiss the frog, hoping it would turn into a prince. Mark joked about not needing the competition. Confusion and concern. Granny appeared and was overjoyed to see Mark in his human form. She thanked Elly for what she thought was another miracle. Mark told Granny he was going to get into a swimming suit and meet Elly by the cement pond. Granny's mood shifted instantly to panic. She begged them not to go near the water. She believed that Mark's brain shrank when he turned into a frog and that he didn't remember the previous times she had saved him. Despite her pleading, Elly Mae and Mark were determined to go to the pool. In a fit of desperation, Granny jumped onto Mark's back to stop him. Jed and Jethro arrived to find the chaotic scene. Granny refused to get down until Mark promised to stay out of the water. Jethro, thinking they were playing a game of horse and rider, offered to join in. Eventually, Jed told Jethro to carry Granny to her room so she could calm down. A dream of a wedding. As Granny rested, she fell into a vivid and strange dream. In her dream, a wedding was taking place. Elly Mae was set to marry Mark Templeton. Judge Marshall was there to perform the ceremony. In this dream, Granny cried out that the groom was a frogman who would turn into a frog if he got wet. The dream became more surreal. Jethro arrived as the best man, but the groom was running late because he had taken a shower. Granny screamed that his head was wet. When the groom finally appeared, the dream revealed him as a giant frog. The judge began the ceremony, asking who gave this woman to be married to this frog. Jed in the dream said he did. The judge then asked Elly May if she took the frog to be her husband. Despite Granny's protests, the dream Elly said, "I do." The judge pronounced them frog and wife and told the bride she could kiss her groom. Granny woke up screaming for help, seeking peace. Jed rushed to Granny's side to comfort her. He asked if the wedding between Elly and the frogman had happened yet. When Granny realized it was just a dream, she felt a moment of peace. Jed encouraged her to take a tranquilizer and rest, but Granny was still haunted by the idea of the pitter-patter of little wet feet. Down by the pool, Elly May was trying on her new scuba suit. Mark explained that the flippers were a bit awkward on land, but would feel great in the water. Granny appeared again, begging them to get their feet out of the water. Jed tried to pull her away, telling her it was none of her concern. Schemes and business. Meanwhile, Mr. Drysdale, the banker, was talking with his assistant, Miss Hathaway. They discussed the romance between Elly May and the Navy lieutenant. Mr. Drysdale realized that if Mark married Elly, he would be part of a family worth $40 million. Mr. Drysdale decided he needed to get on Mark's good side. He came up with a plan to dress in Navy fatigues and act like an old sea veteran. When Mark saw him, Mr. Drysdale pretended he had seen intense action in the Pacific during the war. He claimed a shark bite was the reason for his limp. Mark was impressed and apologized for any previous hard feelings. Mr. Drysdale was pleased with himself, thinking his devious scheme was working perfectly. The final lesson. Back at the house, Granny was still struggling. Jethro tried to cheer her up by reading from a book by old Jim Owen. The book contained funny stories about fishing and life, but Granny didn't want to hear anything related to water. Jethro then had an idea. He found 2 frogs down by the cement pond and brought them to Granny, thinking they would be good company. When Granny saw them, she was convinced they were Mark and Elly May who had turned back into frogs. She decided to take the 2 frogs back to Dr. Klingler. She told the doctor that the 2 frogs were actually her granddaughter and the lieutenant. She asked the doctor to turn them back into humans. Dr. Klingler, playing along with the situation, said it would take some doing. Granny left the frogs with him and headed home. When Granny arrived back at the mansion, she saw the real Mark and Elly May standing there, safe and sound. She was overjoyed, believing the doctor had performed a miracle. She thanked Miss Jane and the doctor for their help. Granny felt exhausted but happy. Before she went to sleep, she asked the young couple to promise they would never go near the water again. Mark, however, told her they couldn't do that because he was giving Elly May another lesson in the morning. In a final burst of energy, Granny jumped on Mark's back once more to stop him from going to the pond. Jed had to step in again, telling Granny to get off the boy. Despite the confusion and the many frogs in cages, the family remained together, navigating their new life in Beverly Hills with heart and humor. The Beverly Hillbillies, the tale of Jed and the Frogman. This is a story about a man named Jed who lived as a poor mountaineer in a place where life was hard and the days were long. For a long time, he barely kept his family fed, and life was a constant struggle against the rugged terrain. And then one day, while he was out hunting and shooting at some food to put on the table, something incredible happened. Up through the ground came a bubbling crude substance that would change everything forever. It was oil, which some people call black gold or Texas tea. Before anyone could realize what was happening, old Jed became a millionaire with more wealth than he had ever dreamed of in his entire life. His kinfolk looked at him and said that Jed should move away from the hills. They told him that California was the place he ought to be because it was a land of new beginnings and bright futures. So they loaded up their old truck and removed themselves to the place called Beverly Hills. It was a land of swimming pools and movie stars, and everyone soon came to know them as the Beverly Hillbillies. On a bright and sunny day, the air was filled with a sense of wonder. Jed looked at his family and his animals with a kind smile. He looked at the dogs and remarked on how pretty they were looking that day. He thanked Paul and mentioned that Mark Templeman must be coming over to visit soon. Elly May was excited because Mark was fetching her over a scuba suit. She was determined to learn how to be a frog woman. Jed noticed that the two of them seemed to be hitting it off pretty good, and Elly May admitted that she liked Mark a whole lot. The only problem was that Granny did not seem to like him very much. Jed tried to reassure her by saying that Granny liked him all right, but she just did not understand what he did for a living. Granny had never heard of a Navy frogman before in her entire life. She kept telling him to stay out of the water because, like many old folks who had never learned to swim, Granny was scared of the water. Jed believed she would eventually get over worrying about him. Meanwhile, Miss Jane was helping Granny get home. Granny thanked her for the ride and for sending her to see the nice Dr. Klingler. Miss Jane explained that he was a fine psychiatrist, and if anyone could help Granny with her bad dreams, he was the man for the job. Granny sighed and said it was more than just bad dreams. She was deeply worried about Mark Templeton and his habit of going into the water. In her mind, every time he dunked himself, he turned into a frog. Miss Jane tried to explain that it was simply his career as a frogman in the Navy. Granny wondered why he could not be in the army instead, because then he might go underground and turn himself into a gopher man, which seemed just as strange to her. Miss Jane told her not to let it worry her and to see the doctor again if the nightmares continued. Back at the house, Granny was talking to a small frog in a cage. She was convinced that this frog was actually Mark. She whispered to the frog and told him that she was going to have Elly kiss him to turn him back into a man just like she had done before. She begged the frog to stay out of the cement pond this time. She felt she was too old for this kind of foolishness and drama. When she saw Elly May, she felt relieved that they were alone. She asked Elly if she missed Mark, and Elly said she sure did. Granny promised that she would see him again, tall and handsome in his uniform, if she would just take the frog out of the cage and kiss him. Elly May felt silly about the whole thing. She did not want to kiss a frog, but Granny insisted, saying that if he stayed in the cage, he might swell up and bust it. Granny promised not to watch while Elly took the frog outside. Elly May took the cage outside and apologized to the frog for Granny hauling him around like that. She decided to let the frog go so he could hop down to the cement pond for a swim. Just then Mark arrived with the scuba gear. Elly greeted him, and Mark noticed the frog. Elly explained that it was Granny's pet frog, which she had named Mark. Mark felt a bit unsure about having a frog named after him, but Elly explained that Granny was fond of the little creature and wanted her to kiss it so it would turn into a prince. Mark joked about not needing any more competition. When Granny saw Mark standing there in his human form, she was overjoyed. She thanked Elly for performing another miracle. Mark told her he was going to get into his swimming suit and meet Elly down by the cement pond. Granny suddenly became very upset. She warned Elly not to go near the water and told Mark not to get wet again. She was convinced that being a frogman meant actually becoming a frog. She told Mark to stay out of it and called him a frog boy. She claimed his brain shrank along with his body every time he went into the water. Elly tried to calm her down, but Granny was convinced that something gruesome would happen. In a fit of desperation, Granny jumped on Mark's back to stop him from going to the pool. She refused to get off until he promised to stay out of the water. Jed came in and saw the commotion. He told Granny to stop riding the boy like a horse. Jethro arrived and thought they were playing a game. Jed told Jethro to take Granny up to her room so she could rest. Granny struggled and complained, but Jethro carried her away anyway. In her room, Granny fell into a deep sleep and had a wild dream. In her dream, she saw a wedding ceremony. Elly May was marrying Mark Templeton, and a judge was performing the ceremony. Granny tried to stop it by saying the groom was a frogman who would turn into a frog if he got wet. Jethro appeared as the best man and announced that the groom was running late because he wanted to take a shower. Granny screamed for them to stop him, but it was too late. When the groom appeared, he was a giant frog. The judge asked who gave the woman to be married to the frog, and Jed said he did. The ceremony continued, and the judge pronounced them frog and wife. Granny woke up screaming for someone to help her and stop the wedding. Jed came in to check on her and asked if she was all right. Granny was relieved to find out that Elly and the frogman had not married yet. She begged Jed to stop the courtship, but Jed told her to take a tranquilizer and rest. He did not understand the depth of her fear. Meanwhile, down by the pool, Mark was giving Elly May a lesson in using a scuba suit. The flippers were hard to walk in on land, but Mark promised they would feel great in the water. Granny saw them and tried to warn them again, but Jed pulled her away, telling her it was none of her concern. In another part of town, Mr. Drysdale was talking to Miss Hathaway. He realized that if Mark Templeton married Elly May, he would be connected to a fortune of $40 million. Mr. Drysdale suddenly decided he loved the boy like his own son, despite the fact that Mark could not stand him. He wanted to get on Mark's good side and planned a devious scheme. He decided to dress up in Navy fatigues and pretend he was a veteran of the Great Wars. When he met Mark, he claimed to have been at Pearl Harbor and Guadalcanal and many other famous battles. He told stories of his ship going down and how his skipper called him Spunky. Mark was surprised because Mr. Drysdale had treated him poorly when he first saw the uniform. Mr. Drysdale lied and said he just saw red because he remembered the hard years of taking orders from young officers. Mark believed him, and they shook hands. Back at the mansion, Granny was still convinced that the family was headed for disaster. She felt surrounded by frog brains. Jethro tried to cheer her up with a book by old Jim Owen from back home. The book had funny stories about fishing and life, but Granny did not want to hear anything about water or fish or frogs. Jethro then had another idea. He remembered the frog Granny liked so much and went to find it. He found 2 frogs down by the pond and brought them to Granny's room. When Granny saw the 2 frogs, she was heartbroken. She thought they were Mark and Elly May, who had finally turned into frogs for good. She apologized to them for not listening and said it would do no good to kiss them now. She decided she had to take them to see Dr. Klingler. She arrived at the doctor's office and presented the 2 frogs to him. She explained that one was Mark and the other was Elly May. The doctor was confused, but tried to play along. Granny insisted that they wanted to get married, but she wanted a proper wedding because Elly was a decent girl who sang in the choir. The doctor agreed to observe the proprieties. Granny told the doctor it was up to him to turn the frogs back into humans, and she left them there in his care. Dr. Klingler was left alone with the 2 frogs, feeling very confused. He called Miss Hathaway to explain the situation. Meanwhile, back at the house, Jed was looking for Granny. He found out she had been hanging sheets out the window and was acting very strange. Jethro told him that Granny had taken the frogs away. A short time later, Miss Jane arrived with Mark and Elly May. They were perfectly fine and had not turned into frogs at all. Granny was overjoyed to see them as humans again. She thanked Miss Jane and the doctor for the miracle. She felt tired and ready to rest, but before she went to bed, she made them promise never to go near the water again. Mark told her they could not do that because he was giving Elly another lesson in the morning. Granny was so frustrated that she jumped on Mark's back one more time. Jed had to step in and pull her off as the family continued their lively life in Beverly Hills. It was a day filled with laughter and lessons and the bonds of a family that stayed together no matter how strange things became. The sun set over the hills, and the world seemed like a bright and happy place for the man named Jed and his wonderful kinfolk.